Hello, everyone. We are making tea today. Uh, and day after tomorrow, we are supposed to launch else. Uh, Most of the pending work on else regards to me. So I am fundamentally now the bottleneck of else. There are two, three issues we are facing. One is the tapping is not very stable, which is like the fundamental feature of else. So I'll be working on that on the live stream, and I have been delaying that because this is the first time we are going to a production run. Though the deadline is supposed to be sacred, I also want to rope in the repetition because I don't think so we'll get another momentum like this till we launch Cerebro. And I think all repetition is also, let me introduce what repetition is about. Repetition is about, allowing people to learn by repeating tasks. And how do people learn by repeating tasks? Like what task they should repeat. So there are entry level tutorials for everything. So what I'll do is like when I'm starting out, I'll just search the entry level tutorials. I already have some, and then I'll just create a list of entry level tutorials that will act as the introduction sheet for repetition for the skills which we will be needing. So what skills we will be building for now is, one is front end and the other is back end. I've already done this experiment for front end and back end in the coder.live, and then when we ran wannabe, so I had around 30 interns, we ran a WhatsApp group. So I'm going to incorporate those learnings and start with repetition, which is still not rolling at the pace it's supposed. It's just not rolling. And have questions around both front end and back end on a daily basis. So we've completed the theory, and this will enable us to seed the exploration sheets as well as the questions. So that's fundamentally where else is going to help repetition, and we'll try not to delay else that much. But without repetition, else will soon run out of steam. So, but that is no reason to delay else. Three cup tea. Already had my cool. One third water here. This. So that we're going to do, and now we have nothing else. What's depth in repetition? In repetition, we have figured out everything. We not figured out payments. For now, we'll be relying on UPI, and we these are 10 rupee competitions. So that's done. All we need to do is some exploration and introduction sheets, which will also be populated through the repetition sheet, and that's about it. That's about it. Maybe the structure of the repetition file should be changed so that the core sheet is introduction and exploration, and the second sheet becomes exploitation. The third is about questions and like this. So the first sheet should be easy to navigate for anyone who wants to navigate that sheet. And I'll check how it works on mobile as well. So it might happen that I will do my share of coding on else on mobile, some percentage of that at least, and then some percentage I would not be able to. So I'll see. But if I am able to release the product through mobile, that's gonna be a big achievement. So we'll try that. And what else? Okay, so the two things we learned now was, one, we will give mobile a shot. My mouse doesn't work on my mobile. That's the sad part. Uh, I use a OnePlus that doesn't have OTG support. I have a Bluetooth keyboard, so the keyboard works, but the mouse does not. That's a bit of pain in the ass, but I will take it. And uh, what else? What else? What else? My water is heating. This is adrak. I cut other ways. Why not? Oh, and someone put a butter knife. And so the thing is, we are going to do what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? So we clean up the reputation sheet. We just start with the front and back end introduction. We start with the speech I had given. I've already stored that speech, which is about dictionary, and that's going to be my pitch. And the pitch has to be spontaneous, so there's no requirement for any perfect speech. There cannot be any perfect pitch, so we just let go of the requirement for that. Yeah, we need to add simple tutorials for front end that we'll do. So as I do this, I will do simple tutorials for front end. For back end and design, product management, and I need to look into things because I'm like not an expert product manager, but I know the basics, like the basics we need to look at, and that we'll do here. And that's about it. So basically it's about marrying the entry level which is possible on mobile, and competitions which are possible otherwise. And then a big part of competitions will be about promoting else, so everyone will be working towards like promoting else. So, and the biggest opportunities that will be there here till you graduate will be working on else. Otherwise in reputation also, everyone has a proof of work, because whatever you are doing, you're actually recording that work. So I'm going to build else now today, but I'm going to build it with the protocol I assume everyone will follow in reputation. Got it? And yeah, man, let's do this. Okay. What else? That's a lot of adrak. Done. I love when a plan comes together. The plans come together. The only downside now we have, the only thing is we have, so the first complexity is launch, and then making else reach around 10,000 subscribers. That will be, I'll do my existing network and my communities, product hunt, and all such kind of things. And the second complexity will when we reach 10,000 subscribers. And how do we go further? It would clearly depend on the incentives set for those first 10,000 people, and what's the R naught we can have. Like, if we are able to create an R naught which is high, then we'll be able to expand. And if you're not able to create an R naught which is high, we'll not be able to expand. Where is T? We don't have T. Let me ask. Okay, so I thought, okay, we have this. Card, you have it. Okay. This is it. This is it. What else we need to cut? milk. We have scissors. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Uh, Reputation takes over. Reputation works. Our predominant thought is then we go on to releasing. We'll also do that publicly because I don't remember. I had accounts. I have a personal account and the one I used for F2SO4. Well, a paid developer feel. I'm not going to pay developer fee again, so I'm going to use that same account. I hope Google provides services to you and in the end eventually change it or something. If you're big, we'll manage to do something. And if you're not, it really doesn't matter, does it? It doesn't. So that's doable. दूसरा हो गया 1/3 से ज़्यादा हो गया ये ठीक है कुछ नहीं कर सकते and it's burning it's burning it's burning cool stuff and what else so we'll release it I'll try to publish the APK by before my birthday and then that APK will go out with the mail hopefully the link of the APK will go with the mail and the mail is predominantly about elves and attention verse and then the introduction movie which is around attention verse so we'll create some movies and just a YouTube video and then we'll introduce how what works so yeah or you can just there will be two links you can just sign up and then you can wait till we are live on what's what's on and this the one thing I realize is eventually it's about a broader communication uh, because until unless I'm communicating with people at scale I would not be able to make this reach scale. And people have different contexts. Even the people who are trying to do the same good things have very varied contexts. How do you get people who are like living in their projections to commonly care about something? It's hard, man. It's like hard. It's a hard problem. And people will just understand things the way they understand things. Like it's not you cannot make them understand things the way you want them to understand things because they will understand things the way they understand things. Oh wow. This is what happens. This is what happens. Your tea boils and goes out when you are so distracted. You try to do many things at once. Ha ha ha. This is going to what is going to help to else. I hope not. So let's hope for the best. But the thing is, if you do not follow deadlines, what are you following? You're supposed to follow deadlines. Because in the end there are targets. And Wall Street eventually money is desperate to have efficient repetitions. People are avoiding more. There was this theory. After technology. Exchange traded funds are easy. I get it. I saw a video about BlackRock and it's making me think about exchange traded funds. I find the whole finance world quite foolish. Unless you have absolute transparency, you would have accumulated error. And I don't know why people are not building for absolute transparency when you can, because oh fuck. Because this will allow us to get runaway innovation, and I don't know why people do not want runaway innovation. Yeah, it's foolish not to want to runaway innovation. Runaway innovation is the real deal. You know, why wouldn't you want that? Think over it. Bye bye.